रहीम अस्सलाम वालेकुम। आप सबको बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया. It is an honor and a privilege and a pleasure to be here today and have the opportunity to engage with all of you at the FPCCI. And I am particularly pleased कि हमारा ये जो फंक्शन है खालिद साहब ने इतना इसमें रोशनी लेकर आया है और हमारा बूट को भी लिफ्ट किया है. और जो असल कहानी है इस इनिशिएटिव का और जो शहीद मोहतरमा बेनज़ीर भुट्टो की ख्वाब थी और जिस तरीके से ये होते होते हम इस हद तक पहुंच चुके हैं उसका पूरा कहानी सुनाया था. अब मैं अपना जो फॉरेन ऑफिस का तैयार किया हुआ स्पीच है मैं वो आपको सुनाऊंगा. President FPCCI Mr. Irfan Iqbal Sheikh Sahab, Senior Vice President FPCCI Mr. Suleiman Chawla, distinguished office bearers and members of the FPCCI, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum. It is a pleasure to be here among this eminent gathering of Pakistan's leading businessmen and industry stalwarts. I am delighted to be part of the FPCCI's important endeavor of establishing the Export Research Center in Karachi. I am confident that the center will greatly contribute to enhancing Pakistan's exports, particularly to new markets. At the heart of our economic journey lie the Chamber of Commerce and Industry, the lifeline of trade and commerce. Your role is invaluable as you act as the driving force behind economic growth, innovation, and employment generation. You play an integral role in our national's economic resilience, and together we shall forge ahead, gentlemen, in an increasingly interconnected and interdependent world. The work of our diplomats has never been more pivotal to ensuring the prosperity and growth of our economy. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs, therefore, has a crucial role in the promotion of Pakistan's interests through increased focus on economic diplomacy. We are your partners in ensuring rapid industrial development, increased investment, export-led growth, and navigating the challenges of rapidly transforming global economy. As we all know, Pakistan has immense potential for high and sustained economic growth which remains untapped. With a youthful population of 220 million, vast stretches of fertile agricultural land, significant natural resources, and geographical location, Pakistan can act as a hub for transit trade and related investment. Yet, we lack stock of the past as we take stock of the past several decades, it is evident that our ability to translate the economic potential into tangible reality has been hampered by multifaceted challenges. These include over-reliance on imports, suboptimal performance of our export sector, and I appreciate the launch of this Export Research Center as I am optimistic that it will play a crucial role in the promotion of export-led growth of our economy. Chambers form an important part of our economic landscape. If we want to emerge as an economic powerhouse, we need to focus on catalyzing growth by consistently incorporating timely inputs and perspectives from all stakeholders, including the public and private sectors. We can drive forward the agenda of promoting exports and economic prosperity. And I'm happy to note that the FPCCI's active engagement in various trade agreements, including Pakistan's free trade agreements with GCC, Malaysia, Indonesia, and the UAE, it is the private sector that is ultimately responsible for producing an export surplus, adding value to our products, powering innovation, and staying ahead of the curve. I expect our business to focus on export-led growth, which can, among other things, require export surpluses, great diversifications in our export sector. Dear friends, the link between economic performance and diplomacy is mutually reinforcing. Effective economic diplomacy can contribute to sustained economic growth, stabilize self-sustaining growth trajectory, and expand commerce. The global economic landscape is constantly evolving, and as your foreign minister, I am acutely aware of the imperative to create an enabling environment for our businesses to thrive beyond our borders. I have always advocated that businessmen and women possess unique qualities that make them effective ambassadors in certain contexts. Their expertise in international trade and commerce and business enables them to bridge gaps between nations and foster economic cooperation. Additionally, you often act as our best representatives, particularly during trade missions and business meetings, showcasing our strength and values. I believe if we put business people in one room, they find their own ways to connect with each other and form strong economic partnerships, promoting cross-border investments which can sustain geopolitical shocks. Your role as our trade ambassadors can significantly contribute to enhancing international relations and driving economic growth worldwide. Ladies and gentlemen, as Foreign Minister, I am proud to share that over the past year and a half, I've placed special emphasis on fostering an environment that encourages growth, stimulates trade, and attracts investment in our foreign policy. On many overseas visits, I make an effort to protect and promote our entrepreneurs, business, and their integration into global value chains. In Iraq, we signed an MOU between the FPCCI and its Iraqi counterpart and established the Business Council. You should all benefit from these arrangements. Our diplomatic missions abroad play a key role when it comes to market diversification, and we have instructed them to promote our businesses in international markets and work with all of you to maximize opportunities. We have placed a special focus on emerging markets throughout our Look Africa policy. I am happy with the lead taken by our chambers in recent exchanges of business delegations with Ethiopia. Through infrastructure development and bilateral and multilateral agreements, we are enhancing connectivity. I am happy to note that the Ministry of Foreign Affairs is making its utmost efforts to facilitate the businesses and resolve their concerns. For example, to address delays in attestations of documents, businessmen have now been allocated exclusive time slots at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and at our camp offices. Our Economic Diplomacy Division is reaching out to all Chamber of Commerces to assist in exploring opportunities and surmount challenges through our missions abroad. To help us assist the business community, we encourage you to share concrete proposals with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of what more we can do to engage with you directly and serve as your Foreign Office and as your embassies abroad. Dear friends, I am confident that our collective efforts would help us realize the dream of transforming Pakistan into an economic powerhouse. I have full faith that in our chamber, and I wish you all the best in your endeavors towards a brighter and more prosperous future for our nation. In conclusion, मैं थोड़ा सा जो हमारा एक्सपीरियंस रहा है पिछले सूबे सिंध में और उन एक्सपीरियंस से हम कैसे सीख के वफाक में कोई इम्प्रूवमेंट्स ले सकते हैं उन पे आपसे थोड़ी मिनट के लिए बात करना चाहूँगा. One of the elements from our Sindh government experience that I have found to be the most effective, not only in enhancing service delivery, enhancing the governance and transparency, has been the pursuit of the public-private partnership model here in Sindh. And our government's, the People's Party's government efforts within the domain of public-private partnership has been internationally recognized. I know that international organizations are used to cite as examples of कितना बुरा है हमारा हालात, मगर इस इंटरनेशनल सर्वे के मुताबिक, सर्वे ने एक रिपोर्ट है, इंटेलिजेंस रिपोर्ट के नाम पे इकोनॉमिस्ट मैगजीन ने करवाया था, और इन्होंने एनालाइज किया पूरा जो एशिया में जो पब्लिक प्राइवेट पार्टनरशिप के मंसूबे चल रहे हैं और वो जो हुकूमतें ये काम कर रहे हैं, और हमें सूबा सिंध को पूरा एशिया में नंबर 6 रैंकिंग दिया गया है. और वो and I believe that we have witnessed, whether it is in the health sector, किसी ने Indus का example दिया, there's an Indus hospital in Badin that is an example of public-private partnership, many hospitals that are an example of public-private partnership. Education sector में कुछ ऐसे स्कूल्स हैं फॉर एग्जांपल हमने ज़िंदगी ट्रस्ट के साथ जो पब्लिक प्राइवेट पार्टनरशिप्स किए हैं यहाँ कराची में, एंड आप उन स्कूल्स को अगर देखेंगे वहाँ जिस तरीके से सर्विस डिलीवरी, गवर्नेंस, ट्रांसपेरेंसी में इम्प्रूवमेंट आया है। हमारा जो हमेशा एक शिकायत वैसे सिंध हुकूमत का होता आ रहा है कि हमें वो वसाइल नहीं मिलते, मगर यू डोंट, द अदर साइड ऑफ दैट स्टोरी इज़ कि पूरा वसाइल शायद ना मिले, लेकिन हमने जो हमारा सोल्यूशन इसका निकाला वो भी पब्लिक प्राइवेट पार्टनरशिप है। इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर प्रोजेक्ट्स है, चाहे वो सिंध में सड़कें हैं, ब्रिज हैं, उनको भी हमने पब्लिक प्राइवेट पार्टनरशिप मॉडल के थ्रू करवाया है। द झिट मुलाकातियार ब्रिज इज द लार्जेस्ट ब्रिज ऑन द इंडस एंड दैट टू इज डन बाय पब्लिक प्राइवेट पार्टनरशिप। Thata Sajawal dual carriageway is a public private partnership and it's already, the last I'd heard, is broken even. I imagine it must be doing even better today. Anyway, the maqsad is ye sab kuch kehne ka ki I believe there's a lot more that we can achieve together. Ki if the government partners with the private sector, ab sirf ye शहर कराची को देखें, इतना बड़ा पॉपुलेशन है हमारा, पॉपुलेशन पे आजकल बहस चल रही है, इतना ज़्यादा बड़ा पॉपुलेशन है हमारा, और जिस तेज़ी के साथ यहाँ का पॉपुलेशन है, हम जो we can't keep up with the pace of demand, whether it comes to utilities, whether it comes to infrastructure, whether it comes to water, whether it comes to sanitation. ये काम अगर हम मिल के प्राइवेट सेक्टर के साथ एक तरीक़ेकार पब्लिक प्राइवेट पार्टनरशिप के थ्रू निकाल सकते हैं, तो कराची जैसे सिटी में भी हम मिल के काम कर सकते हैं. So I really believe that this is the model to follow. I'm very upset to hear कि आपकी नुमाइंदगी किसी एक फोरम में नहीं था, और मैं ज़रूर वज़ीर आज़म साहब से ये बात करूँगा कि अगर ऐसे कोई फोरम है तो उसमें बिज़नेस कम्युनिटी की अगर ऑफिशियल नुमाइंदगी नहीं तो आप ऑनरेरी नुमाइंदगी दे सकते हैं, आप मीटिंग्स उनके साथ बुला सकते हैं. मुझे याद है जब सदर ज़रदारी मुल्क का सदर था तो बिज़नेस कम्युनिटी का एक्सेस प्राइम मिनिस्टर हाउस, प्रेसिडेंट हाउस, कोई ऐसा इकोनॉमिक पॉलिसी नहीं होता था जिससे वो आपसे मशवरे किए बगैर का फैसला लेता था. चाहे वो IMF से डील हम कर रहे थे या हम बजट्स बना रहे थे या हम प्रोजेक्ट्स, जो भी फैसले, जो भी पॉलिसी, चाहे वो टेक्सटाइल पॉलिसी हो, चाहे वो हमारा एग्रीकल्चर पॉलिसी हो, चाहे वो हमारा शहर, एवरी सिंगल डिसीजन में सदर जरदारी साहब का ये अप्रोच था कि he didn't believe that he had the answer to everything. He would engage with the business community and together हम उन मसाइल का प्रॉब्लम्स निकाल सकते थे. और उस वक्त शायद हमारा मीडिया के दोस्तों उस दौर का ज़्यादा तनकीद करते थे, मगर तारीख ने अब ये साबित कर दिया कि अगर पाकिस्तान का एक्सपोर्ट्स रीच्ड हिस्टोरिक लेवल्स तो वो तब था जब सदर जरदारी पाकिस्तान का सदर था. और अगर हमने एक बार फिर एक्सपोर्ट ड्रिवन, जैसे आज का हमारा इवेंट भी फोकस है और सबका जोर है, ये हमें आपके तकरीर में आप कह रहे थे ये तो शहीद मोहतरमा बेनज़ीर भुट्टो आपको 90s के दहाई में इधर चौक बोर्ड पे चार्ट्स बना के लेक्चर दे रही थी कि हमें एक्सपोर्ट ग्रोथ की तरफ जाना चाहिए. ये हमेशा से पाकिस्तान पीपल्स पार्टी का जोर रहा है, ये पाकिस्तान पीपल्स पार्टी का फोकस रहा है, ये पाकिस्तान पीपल्स पार्टी का रिकॉर्ड में है. तो अब अगर पाकिस्तान का मीशत को हमने बचाना है, and I agree with you, despite some impressive achievements, particularly in the last days of this government when it comes to the IMF and our foreign investors, the 8-10 months ahead are looking very difficult for the average citizen of Pakistan. And we have to find out-of-the-box solutions, partner with the private sector, and meet these challenges head-on. I'm incredibly grateful to the FPCCI and to all of you for having me here today. And I wish I had the opportunity to spend the rest of the day with you, but I have been summoned to Islamabad, so I must depart. But I do request that as soon as this assembly का ये issues खत्म हो जाए और assembly dissolve हो जाए, तो मैं नासिर शाह साहब, ताहिजु साहब से request करूँगा कि I'd love the opportunity to either come to you or have you come to Bilawal House, so we can discuss in detail, perhaps over a meal or something, the various challenges that we face. And I am optimistic. Challenges तो बहुत ही ज़्यादा हैं, मगर पाकिस्तान ने माजी में भी सारे challenges का मुकाबले करके आगे बढ़े हैं और इंशाल्लाह ताला ये generation में आपको results देंगे. Thank you. I'm with you.